on this example at the bottom, it says, moving from left to right, a function may increase, decrease, or remain constant. These are defined by their x values. That just means you're staying on the x-axis. So as you stay on the x-axis, you just look to see what number are you as you stand on the x-axis. You know, they're standing on business and then they're standing on the x-axis. You're standing on the x-axis and you're looking to see where is my graph increasing or decreasing or flatlining and remaining constant. This means I need you to erase temporarily the above and below concept. Okay? Erase that. And this is our focus. Our focus is now, is the graph going up or is it going down? Let me zoom in on this. I know you can see this graph goes upward starting here, right? Think about it like slope. Remember when you learned about slopes of lines, and there would be lines that have, I'll write this down so you can see what I'm talking about. There were slopes that were positive, slopes that are negative, slopes that are zero, and then slopes that are undefined. Okay, well, let's focus on the positive, negative, and the zero, because that's what this right here is going to give us. This line, this slope from here to here is positive. It's increasing, okay? From here to here, it's not increasing. It's not doing anything at all. It's remaining constant. Feel free to write on your graph so you can see this for yourself. And now from here to here, this is decreasing because it's going downward. Now that's a hot mess of things, and so I need to make sure we rein it back in and stay on the x-axis, okay? Stay on the x-axis. Starting from negative infinity, I'm going to keep my pencil, or whatever this thing is, on the x-axis, and I'm going to keep going until I hit the wall where it stops increasing, okay? So from negative infinity until I get here, the graph is increasing. What is that number that I was touching right there? -2. It sure is. So come over here on the line where it says increasing on the interval. I want you to write negative infinity to -2. Remember, intervals are always parentheses, okay? Now, I'm still on the x-axis. Keep your pencil on the x-axis. From -2 to this wall here, what's the graph doing?
Staying constant.
It is. So let's see, what is that number? Is it 4?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to write -2 to 4. And the last section is from 4 to positive infinity. The graph is decreasing. Yes? All right, now let's try it. Look to the back. You are going to sketch some more graphs. Yay, happy joy, we're excited, yes. We're so excited. If you see there's a graph that you need to sketch, you need to be going to y equals on your calculator. So I need you to touch y equals on your calculator, my lovelies, and then I want you to type this in. If you struggle with typing in, I can help you. Just let me type mine in right quick and I'll come over and assist, okay? The equation was, oh, it went away. X squared, I think, minus 4x. Yeah. So x squared minus 4x. Okay. If you need me to help you type it in, let me know. Y'all, it is important that we know how to use our calculators. Please don't sit there and say, oh, she's typing it, let her do it. Please let me help you, please. It is always important that you go sure, I get my words out. Get those x-intercepts in the right place, okay? Always, yes. Somebody did this thing and highlighted it. If that ever happens, it's gonna always give you an error, okay, baby? So if you see that again, next time you can just go back and take it off, okay? The points that are important, y'all, there are important points we need to place. And if you don't get them in the right place, your intervals are not going to be right. So you need to make sure you plot 0, 0, what is that, 2, -4, and 4, 0. I repeat, 0, 0, 2, -4, and then 4, 0. 0, 0, 2, -4, and then 4, 0. Make your connection. Try to make it look like a U. If it looks like a V, I mean, it's okay, but try to make it look like a U if at all possible. Now remember, we are thinking not above and below the X, we're thinking increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. Now when I look at this, remember your slope here. This side is decreasing. This side appears to be increasing because it's a positive slope. I am going to walk on what axis? All right, so I'm starting on my x-axis, and I'm starting from -infinity. As I walk, I'm going to keep walking until it stops decreasing, and I'm looking on my x-axis. What number am I touching?
2.
Thank you. So my my decreasing interval, said the wrong thing, is -infinity to 2. We're gonna get done later. He passed first aid. And now I'm looking from this wall right here, from this part all the way to positive infinity. The graph is now increasing. So it's 2 to positive infinity. Y'all, I can make it more clear if you let me know. You just have to speak to me. Because with increasing and decreasing, we're talking about walls here, okay? So as I look at my graph, I can clearly see that's a wall right there. Okay, can you see that's a wall right here where everything on this side is decreasing, but everything on that side is increasing, okay? So when you write your intervals, you start on that x-axis from -infinity, and then you start walking until you hit that wall. There's your decreasing, okay? Then you proceed to keep walking on the other side, and that is your increasing interval, okay? Talk to me, babe. Just so y'all know, I'm done with that one. You can type the next one in your calculator. Oh, okay, so for this, that is the subtraction sign. This calculation. You gotta do that instead. Alright, so the next one, talk to me, babe.
How do you do this one? Like,
Oh, we didn't go that far. All you have to do is do that part, okay?
all right.
The next one, I love it, y'all babies are typing this in. Did anybody choose to just graph it by doing the slope and the y-intercept? Nobody? Okay, well, then I guess I'll do like y'all. I'll type it in too. Hey, just so you know, if you don't put a negative sign, it's gonna give you an error message. So like right here, if you put the big subtraction sign, it's gonna say error. Just make sure for the negative 2x, you use the itty bitty sign, and then that way it'll graph it for you, okay? And what I need to plot, what points do I see that are important? Well, I wanna do -3 on the y-axis. That looks like it's like in between that one. So let's do -3. And this one's not really gonna matter too much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And right here, so that's like kind of in the middle. This is your line. All right, we are going to now describe the increases and decreases. When you look at this graph, it appears to be decreasing. Does it increase anywhere? No. Yes, you can have that. There is no increasing interval on this. Don't write anything in that blank. You can put NA or you can put a slash. Just don't leave it blank. Because if you leave it blank, I'm gonna be like, they didn't know the answer. But when there's not an increasing interval, y'all, don't put anything. There's nothing there to put, okay? Just put an X, put an NA, put something to show me that there's not one. But there is a decreasing interval. And of course, we're gonna stand on that X-axis like we've been doing. And when you do this, start from negative infinity. From negative infinity to where? Is it?
Positive infinity.
I love y'all so much. Thank you. How you feel? Yes, no, maybe? Is it even, kinda? I like y'all. You're really lovable people. We're almost done. Now we're getting to the part that is straight out of Algebra 1. It's called rate of change, which is just another word for slope. Okay, so in this blank right here where there's something missing, the word missing is slope. Because your rate of change is just slope. It's another word for that, okay? There is a formula you learned for slope. It's a fraction, it's got a bunch of letters to it. And it starts with M equals. I'm just curious, does anybody remember what you think the formula is? Hold up, what? You're giving me slope intercept, which is good. What were you going to say? Same thing? Both of you are on the same page. I love it. You have successfully told me slope intercept form. The slope formula, though, has a lot more letters to it. So let me give it to you. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in this case, you are going to have 4 numbers that we are putting in the calculator. You will use the formula when I give you points. You will use rise over run when I give you a graph, okay? You see the difference? Formulas when I give you a point, rise over run when you see the picture of the graph, okay? Let's do the graph. You have to count a rise to a run. So that we're getting the same answer initially, will you guys please pick the same 2 points that I picked? The first point I'm picking is the y-intercept, which is -2. The other point I want to pick is the x-intercept, which is right here, 3, 0. To do slope here, you start, we told you can start at either point, but I'm going to start at the point that's down here. And I need to count my rise. How much am I going up to how much am I going over? What is it? Good job. It's 2 up and then 3 over. Rise over run. Keep in mind that positive numbers go up and to the right. But if I was going down and left, it would be negative and negative, okay? Formula time, right here. To do the formula, I need you to do the fraction box on your calculator when it's time to type it in. Don't type it in right now. I want you to write it down first, okay? The formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's get this notated. These are your ones, these are your twos, on the ones and twos, get it? So I got x1 here, and then y1 here. This is x2, this is y2. You don't have to label them if you can keep up with it, okay? But I suggest you label it if you're not so sure. So my y2 minus my y1 is on top. That gives me 6 minus 9 on top. And then on the bottom, I got 1 minus 4. You're lucky on this example there's not a double negative. Sometimes there are, but you know. That's what you're gonna type in. So would you please, on your calculator, do the alpha y equals box? Because if you don't type it in the way I'm about to show you, you might not get the right answer. If you don't know how to get to the basic calculator screen, you need to press second mode. Second mode. All right, and we press alpha y equals enter. On the top was 6 minus 9. On the bottom was 1 minus 4. What I love about this is that it will solve it and simplify it for you. Because if you were doing it without the calculator, it would be like -3 over -3. But the calculator simplifies it for you. So 1 is our answer. My slope is 1. Oh, there it is. Now, I gotta point this out. Please look up here. Please listen. I know you're tired. Please listen, please listen, please listen. On these problems, sometimes I'll have students that will type 6 minus 9 and then hit this divided by button and then 1 minus 4. You don't have to say that you did this, but let me say, if you do this, you're not gonna get the same answer every time. Because the calculator, these TI-84s, they are calculated to do order of operations. So when you type it in like this is telling the calculator to divide these first. So that's why I'm asking you to do the box, because the box forces the calculator to work the top, work the bottom, and then divide, okay? It's all about knowing how to use the calculator. It is only as smart as the person who's touching it. Got it? All right. Let's look at the last part. We are almost done. Hallelujah. Let's do a little wrap up. That's what this is right here. Do you understand? Do you know how? Well, let's see. First, on the do you understand? How do key features help you understand functions and their graphs? How do key features help you understand functions and their graphs? And then it says define, Lord help me, define the term 0 of a function in your own words. Then this one says Laurel said the function shown in the graph is positive on the interval -1, 5. Okay, -1, 5. Ooh, that's a lot. And then she says it's negative on the interval -5, -1. This one right here, you're just explaining the mistake and correcting it, all right? I will tell you the answers for these to make sure you have the right answers after you think about it. But then we're gonna wrap all this up by doing the do you know how, all right? I'm gonna give you a moment to do that.